Never tell a lie. Long, engaging moral story for video narration. Hook, start of the video. What if one small lie could change your entire life? What starts as a harmless excuse might spiral into something you can't control. This is the story of a boy who learned the hard way that the truth may hurt for a moment, but lies can haunt you forever. Story. In the small town of Devpur, nestled between green hills and winding rivers, lived a boy named Armin. He was 12 years old, clever, curious, and popular among his friends and teachers. But Armin had one flaw: he had a habit of lying. At first, his lies were small. If he forgot his homework, he would say the electricity went out. If he broke a vase, he'd blame the cat. People laughed it off. He's just a child, they said. But soon, his lies became bolder. One morning, Armin came to school looking pale and serious. His classmates asked if he was okay. Armin replied, "My father fell seriously ill last night. I was at the hospital all night." Everyone was concerned. His teacher offered to excuse him from the math test that day. Armin nodded silently, enjoying the sympathy and attention. But the truth was different. Armin had simply forgotten to study. His father was at home, perfectly healthy, reading the newspaper. As the weeks passed, Armin continued using lies as shortcuts. He lied about assignments, made up stories to impress classmates, and even told his neighbors he had met a famous actor in the city. He was living in a web of fantasy, and people still believed him. Then came the school's annual science fair. It was a big event. Every student was to present a project and explain it to the judges. Armin didn't prepare anything. The night before the fair, he panicked. Instead of staying up to build a model, he printed pictures of a volcano model he found on the internet and created a fake report. In the morning, he claimed it was his original project. When the judges visited his table, he spoke confidently. So confidently, in fact, that they believed he had done exceptional work. The next day, a notice appeared on the school board: Armin, winner of the science fair, representing the school at the state level. The entire school cheered. Armin felt proud, but deep inside, a knot of fear twisted in his stomach. Days later, the principal received a phone call. A student from another class had recognized the volcano project. It was from a science magazine published last year. The judges reviewed Armin's report and found matching diagrams online. The truth surfaced. Armin was called to the principal's office. He tried to make excuses, but the evidence was clear. His parents were called in. The award was taken back. Worse, he was suspended from school for a week, not just for cheating but for lying to the entire school. The shame was unbearable. His friends stopped talking to him. Teachers no longer looked at him with pride. He sat alone at home, thinking about all the lies he had told. His father, sitting silently beside him, finally spoke. "One truth is worth more than 100 lies, son. You've lost their trust, but you can earn it back. Not by talking, by being honest every single day." From that moment, something changed in Armin. When he returned to school, he apologized not just to his teachers, but to every classmate he had lied to. He worked harder than ever, and though it took months, little by little people began to forgive him. The next year, Armin entered the science fair again, this time with a project he built with his own hands. It wasn't perfect. It didn't win. But the applause he received that day felt more real than any praise he had ever gotten. Moral: lies may give you a moment of escape, but they steal your future. Truth may be hard to speak, but it builds trust, respect, and character. Never tell a lie, because honesty, once lost, is the hardest thing to earn back.